TTF Magazine. I'm here with host Ashley Kelly, who is here to discuss the Arkadina project.
The Arkadina project, very good.
You're a writer for the play, and you're also acting in it. It's part of the Fringe Festival, which is huge in New York City. So I want to hear all about it. Tell me what it's about, what inspired you to write the story.
Yeah, absolutely. The Arkadina project was written by me and 2 other actors last year and the director of the show at the time. Unfortunately, none of those people can join us again, but I'm bringing it to Fringe. I submitted it this year with their permission. And we are going to, oh my goodness. Fringe is a huge festival. If you don't know anything about it, a lot of shows get picked up from producers on Fringe, and then they get taken off Broadway, and they get actual longer runs.
They have a lot of submissions. I mean, how many submissions do they get?
They get thousands. The Fringe gets thousands of submissions.
Get selected?
200, approximately. But they get thousands of submissions, so it's really exciting. So it's a crazy festival. You know, there's a lot of shows going on, a lot of things. We only have 15 minutes to get in and out of the theater every single performance.
Wait.
It's
15
nuts.
minutes? What do you mean?
15 minutes to put all of our stuff in, set up, start the show and go. I mean, the show's an hour and a half, or a little less than an hour. And then once the show's done, you got 15 minutes, get out of there.
That's like
boot
camp. It's like a 15-minute boot camp. You gotta get in, get out.
There are some amazing shows that go to Fringe. And the secret is that if you sell out of your shows, then your show gets extended and you get more show dates. And that's when all the producers come to your show to pick it up to go off Broadway.
Producers from Broadway, yeah.
So that is really something we're hoping for, is to fill those seats with some people. And it shouldn't be a problem because the Arkadina project is a fantastic, fantastic show, especially if you like dark comedy.
And you said it inspired you from the play,
The Seagull. Now, the Arkadina project is a modern adaptation of Anton Chekhov's The Seagull. So how we made it modern is we took out a bunch of the characters. Anton Chekhov's known for all of the characters. Let's have 16 people in our cast. And we're like, we can't afford that in our budget. So we took that down to 3 of the main characters, and that's Nina, Masha, and Kostya.
And you're playing
I am Masha. Masha is known for being very dark, wearing all black. She's absolutely in love with Kostya, but he will not give her the time of the day. He won't notice her. So she is in mourning for her life, and she wears black every day, which is what inspired one of our t-shirts that we're selling, In Mourning for My Life.
Love
this is a Masha
it,
shirt.
love it. And you can buy that actually, right?
You can.
Your Indiegogo campaign?
Yeah, we have an Indiegogo campaign. You can buy our t-shirts. It doesn't only come in this style. So we have 3 styles. It's men's, women's, and Masha's. Men's and women's are, of course, normal black t-shirts. And Masha's are where you're going to get a crop top muscle cut.
For the females.
For the females, because this is what Masha wears.
You know,
doing those bicep curls for nothing. But
especially the summertime, right? Now it's like the perfect time to wearing that.
Exactly. And it's super fun for you guys who love classics to be able to wear something that says, you know, something like from Chekhov that says "In Mourning for My Life," because it's the first line of the show.
That's what you were telling me before.
From The Seagull.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we also follow Kostya, of course, who is this distraught writer who is just
other
consumed.
character.
Yeah, he's another character, consumed by his mother's fame. Now, Arkadina, who's in the title, the Arkadina Project, she is a celebrity. She is famous for her acting, and her son is Kostya, who's dying to be a writer and make beautiful art. And his mother just craps all over it. She's not in the show, but you see how much pain she causes him all the time. He talks about her a lot, and a few times you'll hear Arkadina. She comes on a FaceTime once. So
FaceTime. Oh yeah. You were talking about all these projections and talk a little bit about the setup of what's different about this play than other plays.
Right. So The Seagull's been done a million times, differently, modernized, blah, blah, blah. But what makes this one different is the fact that we cut out the characters, but also we've made it as high tech as we possibly could. So there's some scenes, there's some scenes that are lit entirely by cell phones. So the whole stage is black and you can see the actors only through phones. The set is going to be projection based. So while one of the characters is seen in a therapist office, you'll see him projected. And you'll see the office projected. He's sitting in it and he's living in this world.
It's kind of like avant-garde.
It's super avant-garde. And we're gonna have like fog machines and strobe lights. And another really cool aspect of it is not only are you watching theater, they will have GoPros on stage.
GoPros?
A GoPro is like a little camera that we're going to connect to the projector, and they're going to be recording themselves on stage doing video diaries or an actual performance event, and you're going to watch the entire thing in front of you, them performing it and projected on the screen behind them. So you'll be watching a few forms of media.
Intriguing.
Yeah.
Very fascinating.
It's really fun.
I can't wait to see the show.
And you know, it's not only high tech, it's super funny. So not only are you going to be like,
comedy,
ooh,
right?
yeah. It's a dark comedy.
But do you think there's more comedic elements than there is darkness?
Yes. But it is a certain type of comedy that you have to enjoy. You know, it's just like Chekhov. Chekhov wrote dark comedy, and no one really got it in his time because it was like the 1800s and it was in Russia, and Russians got it. But Americans were like, this is the saddest thing I've ever read. And he was like, no, this is funny. And they were like, no, it's not. And they're like, wait. He's like, but he tries to kill himself.
It's so funny.
He tries to murder himself, and he fails. That's hilarious. And we were like, no, it's awful.
But there's humor in that. There's humor in the dark.
It actually is really funny if you do it right. So what we did with the modern adaptation is we were like, Chekhov, we know you tried to help the Americans get the dark comedy. So we just enhanced it a lot. We took the dark comedy that made it a little less Russian and a little more obvious.
Yeah, that sounds. I mean, I'm so excited to see it. I'm definitely gonna see it. I was gonna say for your Indiegogo campaign, maybe you should have something like win a date with Ashley. If you put in this much money, you get to court her and take her out on a date.
I'm in love with Kostya.
Have you thought about that though? I mean, I've heard people do that.
I think that's against the law.
Really? Is it really?
I don't know. That's just the dark comedy coming out. Think about it. But there are, please go on our Indiegogo campaign. You can find that on our Facebook. And there's other merchandise that you can buy other than the t-shirts for the Indiegogo. You can buy tickets, premium tickets. You can buy t-shirts, the paper cranes. Nice. We're selling black paper cranes with specialized insults from, with customized insults from Masha.
Ooh, I want to buy that.
And we also have Don't Be a Vagina pins.
Oh my God.
That have donuts on them.
We should get those for men, actually.
So they're donut pins that say Don't Be a Vagina, because one of Masha's sayings, she's always telling Kostya to don't be a vagina or stop being a vagina.
Did you write that line?
I did.
Nice.
Not that there's anything wrong with being or having said vagina, but don't be one.
Don't be one. Just don't.
Don't be a vagina. Go on Facebook. Our Facebook is the Arkadina Project. Arkadina is spelled A-R-K-A-D-I-N-A. Again, it's A-R-K-A-D-I-N-A. You can find us on Facebook at the Arkadina Project, and we're also on Instagram at @TAProject_. And you can find our Indiegogo campaign on there, where you'll find commercials, pictures of the show, pictures of the cast. You can back us up, all the information, upcoming events. Stay updated on there.
And we'll list it below.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much,
Thank
Ashley.
you, Shruti.
Bye, females.
Bye, females. I'm in mourning.